what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in. Like always, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Um, Today's video, I will be talking and discussing about the April O'Neil, the character, um, with the new movie coming out, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Um, I see there's been a lot of mixed reviews and a lot of controversy behind uh, the choice and the character, uh, the image behind April O'Neil, and what people think and the standards everybody feel, which is which is understandable because everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own take on things. So uh, so let's get into it though. First off, uh, if you guys are familiar with my channel, I've been doing a couple of videos. I've been doing like a series of videos, kind of highlighting the diversity within the comics, within the DC universe, pretty much showcasing the different characters or the diverse characters that's been, uh, you know, that we do have and that they do kind of show in different areas, but sometimes they be on the back burner, you know, like Nubia, the Black Wonder Woman, you know, just to name one, and then also um, just Black Lightning. You know, they just had a show in the CW where they kind of canceled it, where that was like an uh, all black cast, which was cool. You know, it was give us a chance to have another show where we have some kind of diversity and not just always see one thing. Um, you know, 'cause I'm a fan of all of it, and it is always cool to see. You know, it's always cool to see yourself and your depiction um, in any kind of media and the things that you love to watch and to see. And the comics, they pretty much are good at doing that. Um, Marvel especially with the X-Men. You know, with Stan Lee and with his vision of what mutants and things are and what they represented and the symbolism behind that. You know, if you guys watch that animated TV show, they kind of really touched on the diverse characters and pretty much race and how people get discriminated for just being different. And that's what brings me to, like I said, to this character, April O'Neil. Now, I'm a fan of the Turtles. I grew up watching them since they came out. You know, if they was already on in comics, I didn't get a chance to see that. But what I saw was the 80s TV show, like all my 80s, like what they say, 80s babies that we all grew up on with the Saturday morning cartoons and before you went to school cartoons and after school cartoons. So I got a chance to see the Turtles and I watched that show and I loved that show. So I was pretty much a fan of all of that. So when they kept changing and with different interpretations of the Turtles, if they changed the characters, the character looks, the origins, or added characters or take away characters, I was fine as a fan because pretty much at the heart of it all, I know that behind it is all good intentions. That all they doing is trying to give us some entertaining and keeping up with the same storyline and the same characters that we know at the core, which they've been good at. You know, even with the changing of different of the looks of the turtles. You know, even with the media with the turtles live action movie, people complained about how they look, but if you're a true fan of it, you know that um, it kind of doesn't matter how much if long as they don't veer off, then it's okay. But but once at the core that we still have our characters, we still have the fun, they still love pizza, they still what I mean, we still have the same elements, then I think that it should be no room for no complaining. I feel like if you're a fan, then it should be cool. And if you're not a fan of none of this, and none of the turtles, and and the changing and the diversity and the mixing up of the characters and giving us a fresh storyline. If you're not a fan of that kind of stuff, then you shouldn't watch it. You have an option to not look at it. You know, so and that's with anything that a person doesn't like. You just simply don't watch it. There's no sense of complaining about something where there's somebody uh, watching it and there's somebody that's enjoying it. Also, it's a lot of jobs that's a part of that, and a lot of creativity that's been going on or going around. That it's just not about one thing. It's more to that. So, like with the character April O'Neil, now they changed the character. Even in the show, we see her one way with the yellow jumpsuit. And we see her in live action. Uh, they kind of made her a little sexier or a little edgier. Then we see her in another interpretation with Megan Fox. Uh, you know, then with the cartoons and the other medias, they show her. If they didn't show her in the cartoons, they didn't show her, or they depicted her sometime a black person or an African American character or a girl. So I believe they've done that before, but I think it's the look that people is complaining about. But the thing is that we don't look all one way. We all have different shapes and sizes, and within our races, and we all. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us unique. And we all are not the same. We don't look the same. So when we creating things and we have things, when we creating things in the media or in comics or things that's visual that we can see, a lot of times it changes. You know, Sometimes shows and movies that started one way, but when it keeps going on, it's going to change. It's going to get a fresh look. It's going to get a fresh take or a fresh character. Or when times change, we might get a little diversity in there. You know, that's like with Marlon Wayans. He was supposed to be Robin, in the original Batman movie, with the Keaton movies. You know, that would have been awesome to see him, but since Tim Burton didn't direct it and they didn't go with that direction, uh, they went with another movie. But that's where we see that character was going to be changed and to show a black character. And then now, years later, when you watch Titans or if you watch certain shows like The Flash, we have characters like Iris that is not always um, one race. They change the race because at the heart of it all is always that character. She's always Iris. She's always going to be April O'Neil. No matter how she looks, what she looks like, what she have on, what color she is, and what weight, what height. No matter what, she still's April O'Neil. The essence is still there. If they take that away, then I think that's when we have a kind of a problem. you know. But then at the same time, like I said, if you don't like it, then just turn it off and choose not to watch it. But I think it's okay, in my opinion. So I am excited to see this movie because, like I said, I'm a true fan of the Turtles. I've been watching all of the movies and shows and things like that. So I'm excited to see that amongst a lot of these other animated features that's coming out too. So if you guys are a fan, I suggest you go ahead and check it out yourself. So I know I am. So like I said, diversity in media and in comics and basically uh, throughout this creative thing that we watch and that we listen to, it's always great to have something that's changed, some kind of inclusion and not just only one thing. Because if it's only one single thing, there's no fun. It is, you know, then it's bland. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching my video, and joining the conversation. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, helps my channel grow. Also, hit the notification bell. It lets you know when I post videos and when I uh, go live. So make sure you do that. Also, check out my Patreon page at Simcast Podcast and Media. Uh, have a different things over there. A lot of rewards, a lot of fun stuff for you guys. Just make sure you go check it out. Go ahead and join the community. But until then, peace.